This video is going to have a look at how to use the cosine rule to find the missing side of a triangle. The cosine rule formula is going to be c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2 times ab, and then we're going to multiply that by the cos of angle C. So after we use the cosine rule to find what our c squared value is, similar to Pythagoras, we would find the square root of that value to find the c value. To use the cosine rule to find a missing side, what we need to know is we need to know two sides of the triangle, plus we need to know the angle that is opposite the missing side. So here, when we're trying to find side C, we need to know the angle of capital C, which is opposite that missing side. So if we don't have the information, we won't be able to use the cosine rule without finding out some missing information. Now, we can also rearrange the cosine rule formula to be able to find one of the missing angles. So let's have a look at how we rearrange that formula. So to rearrange the formula, what we do is we subtract 2a times b times cos of angle C, and then we move it over to the other side. When we move it over to the other side, it is going to become a plus. Then, as well, what we do is we take our c squared value and we move that over to the other side as well. And this time when we move it over to the other side, it is going to become a subtraction. So what we are left with after we complete those two steps is a positive 2ab times cos of C is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared. Now to get cos of C by itself, then what we do is we take our 2ab and we move it over the other side by dividing it. So our formula then becomes cos of angle C is going to equal a squared plus b squared minus c squared, and then we're going to divide it by 2ab. So then we can use that formula to be able to find our missing angle value of C by using the inverse of cos function. So on your formula sheet, you will be provided with the standard cosine rule formula, which is the one we started with. You will need to know how to rearrange it to be able to find a missing angle. So let's have a look at an example of how we can apply the cosine rule to find some missing information in a triangle. So in this example, we want to find the missing length of side B. So we know the angle opposite our missing side, and we've also got two other known sides of our triangle. So we will be able to use the cosine rule to find our missing B value using the cosine formula. So the first step is going to be to write the formula down. And I'm going to use the standard formula provided to us on our formula sheet. So c squared is going to equal to a squared plus b squared plus 2ab times by cos of C. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and label the information on my diagram. And I'm going to label my missing side C and the opposite angle C. And then my two known sides will be A and B. So now I can go ahead and substitute that information into the formula. So c squared, I'm going to substitute in for my b value. So b squared is going to equal 10 squared plus 6 squared plus 2 times 10 times 6 times cos of angle C, which is equal to cos of 76. So now I can put that into my calculator to find my b squared value, which is equal to 106.97. So now to find my b value, I need to square root 106.97. So my b value is going to equal to 10.34 centimeters. So by using the cosine rule, I was able to work out the length of my missing side of the triangle was 10.34 centimeters.